them to shoot at you. It doesn't try to build a power base or use a powerful personality to steamroller over the unfair opposition. It actually treats the unfair, illogical, and sneaky with a large degree of respect. It doesn't try to overwhelm attackers or preempt their advance with selling, complex manipulations, or long, logical lists of reasons. Instead, it responds to attacks in ways that are always simple, clear, crisp, and filled with common sense. We have seen that this counterintuitive method of walking into the fray, showing respect for all, and using simple, clear, and common sense responses can not only keep good ideas from getting shot down, but can actually turn attacks to your advantage in capturing busy people's attention, helping them grasp an idea, and ultimately building strong buy-in. The ideas and advice offered here are not based on a hypothetical theory or just our opinion. They are based in part on extensive observation by Lorne Whitehead in his roles over the years as an entrepreneur, an executive, an administrator, and a professor of physics at the University of British Columbia. They are also grounded in an ongoing flow of research by John Kotter at Harvard Business School and his work on the topics of leadership and change, published largely in 4 books: Leading Change, The Heart of Change, Our Iceberg is Melting, and A Sense of Urgency. And while preparing this work, the authors also collected and incorporated numerous related observations provided by colleagues. We present these ideas first with a story of a face-to-face meeting where a brave few describe and defend an idea in a crowd of 75, in a room over a few hours. It is one specific setting, but we have found that the attacks shown in the story can be seen anywhere, and the best method for responding works anywhere, with back-and-forth emails across continents, 10 people at lunch or in a classroom, a paper sent to 1,000 employees, a series of 2 or 22 meetings, or dueling memos. In Part 2 of the book, we become analytical, showing explicitly what was happening in the story, discussing 4 common attack strategies, and explaining our method. We show the 24 generic and maddening attacks people often use, along with an effective response to each. We provide a few more examples of how this all plays itself out in real situations. We end with clear, straightforward advice on how to easily use this material, since, though we think our method is intellectually fascinating, our goal here is entirely practical, to help you save your good ideas from being shot down, to help you get the relevant people to strongly buy into an idea or even a grand vision, no matter how difficult, and to help you make the rapid change in your world not only a hazard, but also an opportunity. In the appendix, we explain the method within the context of efforts to produce large-scale change, an increasingly important topic Kotter has been studying for 2 decades. If you are involved in, or particularly interested in, large-scale change, you might be well served to glance at that material after you finish this preface and before starting the book. For ease of reading, we have made our story, the issues, and the setting as uncomplicated as we can without losing the complexity of our subject. This has led us to a story of a public meeting in a small-town library concerning new computers. You are left to translate this example into contexts specifically relevant to you and to modes of interaction other than from public gatherings of a particular size. Perhaps a lunch, an email, a report, a video conference, a meeting in the hallway. Trust us, you can make that translation. We will spare you the details from neurology, psychology, and elsewhere that explain why a story can be a powerful learning mechanism, more powerful for most people than any analytical treatment. Let's just say that we hope you will find our story engaging, memorable, whimsical, and fun. But as you read the Centerville Library tale, don't underestimate the deep seriousness of either the subject or our intent. Whimsy is a means, not an end. John Kotter, Lorne Whitehead. Part 1.